You might like to begin with your back nice and straight. You could imagine that a string is pulling up from the crown of your head, getting your spine nice and long, and allowing those shoulders to roll back and down. Maybe taking a few shoulder rolls forward and back until you can just settle in a way that the chest is broad and your palms can be resting either palms down, palms up, or in this gesture of equanimity with your one hand on top of the other, thumbs lightly touching and just resting in your lap. And our jaw will remain relaxed so we're not clenching the teeth. And all the muscles of the face, we can allow them to relax heavy and down. And then for the gaze, we can either keep our eyes a quarter of the way open, gazing softly onto the floor in front of you, or you can close your eyes if that feels most supportive. But we're really just allowing our attention to come inward. So allowing time for the body to arrive. Sometimes I imagine that it's a bit like when you come home from a busy day, you're carrying all of your things and your keys and your bags and you have your shoes on, and you arrive home and then you put everything down. You let the day down. So that feeling of really arriving home, letting go of any baggage, letting go of any sense of burden of the day, and really just allowing yourself to rest in equanimity. In order to do that, it can be really helpful for us to rest in the body. And by that, I mean letting the mind focus on the direct experience of the body as opposed to thoughts about past and future, but letting the mind really rest right here and now on these present arising experiences. So you might notice the breath, dynamic and changing. You might notice that sometimes there's a need for a deeper breath, and sometimes the breath is more shallow. And noticing the places where the breath really touches you from the inside. So as that breath comes in, where do you feel the sensations of breath in the body? And when we experience breath, we experience it as a movement. The breath is coming and going, rising and falling, constantly shifting and changing. So when we experience breath in this way, then we can also recognize that other experiences of the body are really also the same experience of breath in the body. So if you just notice the sensations inside of the hands, if you bring all of your attention to rest in your hands, just noticing what do you experience there directly. Perhaps you notice tingling, vibrating. You might notice the sensation of temperature or air across the top of the skin of your hands or in the palms. And these sensations are moving, just like the breath. So in that way, that's the experience of our breath in the body. So you can notice this anywhere, the hands, the feet, the belly. Just noticing how it is right now. Noticing how you experience breath in your body. And no matter what we are experiencing, we're simply noticing that it's like this. Whether it's constriction or opening, whether it's warm or cool, pleasant or unpleasant. We're simply noticing how experience is right now. Is there acceptance or resistance? And no matter what we notice, we can always invite a softening. Just inviting a softening into direct experience. Just continually re-arriving. So no matter how many times we get distracted by our thoughts or experiences in the body, just remembering that we can take that backward step. We can let go and notice things just as they are. If we notice we've been distracted, we might even label thinking quietly to ourselves. In that way, we're fully knowing the experience that's taking place. Not trying to stop the thinking. But when we notice it's come up with a real friendliness and kindness and a little humor, we can notice, oh, there's thinking. And simply return to the direct felt experience of that movement of breath, wherever in your body it feels most pleasant or most accessible. So we'll practice this again and again, letting our attention stabilize in the calm abiding of just being present with what's here. Noticing the in and the out breath. Noticing sensations and moods and feelings. Stabilizing in that unchanging nature that recognizes the changing experience. So we'll stabilize in this way. And any time that we lose our focus, it's no problem. We're not here to become better meditators. So there's no problem if we get lost. We're here to rest in the natural great ease that is available in each moment. Not fabricating, not controlling, not fixing. Just noticing. So we'll practice in this way of returning anytime we feel that we've wandered. And we'll practice in silence together. I may offer a few reminders here and there, but this is your time for practice. So practicing this stabilizing of our natural awareness. Knowing directly each experience. And noticing, where is the mind now? Where does it tend to go in the silent spaces? And can you connect to this present moment? The felt experience of the breath, of the body, of sound. And sustaining that awareness on whatever arises. For the last few minutes of the practice, noticing if there is a meditator who is meditating, or an aspect of being that is trying to do it correctly, efforting, correcting. And if you find any of that, simply letting it go. Just like that image from before of coming home after a long day and just letting down all of your bags and plopping down and really resting and letting go. No role to perform and nothing to perfect. A complete letting go and rest. dedicate the merits of our time together. May all sentient beings who want and need the same as we do, may all be liberated, peaceful, healed, fulfilled, and free. May there be peace in this world, and may all experience the joy, clarity, dignity, and fearlessness of peace. May all beings and all things everywhere have peace. Thank you to all of you joining live on YouTube, and thank you to all of you here in the Zoom room where we will stay and have our discussion for the week. If you would like to join us in this, please go to my website and you can join us live for our Zoom discussion as well. I hope you all have a great